schedule everything. I got my like health condition on the day and everything like that. So the weather has been crazy these past few days. Just so hot, even at night. So yeah, um, there's like time difference and whatnot. So decided to do like vertical live stream because we enjoy a vertical live stream. Like we did almost every day this January. Yeah, because I was supposed to do the advent calendar. Good morning, Dawn. Good Team Berry. You're the first one. So I decided to do the advent calendar in January instead of hello. Hi. I decided to do instead of December because I was in the hospital and I couldn't do it. And I even for it was like 15 minutes. I think I set myself a limit because like if I start talking in the beginning, always it's like little bit challenging to find something to talk about every single day. But when you actually start talking, you actually um, find a somehow find a topic to keep going, and then next thing you know you've been talking for like an hour. So I set myself a time like limit, and I think I told everybody it's like, okay, let me know you know when I pass the 15-minute mark or something like that. Like really fun. It was like just like me sitting in the room and then like drinking not coffee, it was tea. It was actually tea. It was tea advent calendar. So uh but anyway, so I decided actually this time McDonald's actually did a pretty good job, I think. Wait, go to Mary, good morning. And I got myself Pikachu breakfast burger at McDonald's, and I got a set. So I got the burger, and then because it's morning time, we say in Japanese morning for a breakfast. So if you go to like a cafe and they have morning set, which means it's breakfast, like breakfast plate. Um, long time ago, before I was probably even born. So right now it's Heisei. And then before that, my parents' generation is Showa. So in Showa, we had lots of cafe called kissaten. If you look up the kanji for kissa, then you can actually uh, figure out what that means. But kissa's kitsu, the first kit, is to smoke. And then sa is the tea, cha. So you smoke and then drink tea. The tea means coffee. So kissaten, the Japanese style cafe, started as a place for a salaryman, office workers, especially men, to take a break from work, maybe after lunch, like 3 p.m. or something, and they can enjoy cigarettes and enjoy coffee. And so those kissaten, the main thing is not food. Main thing is usually the coffee. And so they have the morning set because not so many people go into a cafe in the morning, and so the morning set will be very reasonable. And eating a crispy Caesar chicken sandwich from McDonald's right now. That sounds really good. Yeah, I sometimes like we have uh like better burgers in different countries, you know. Sometimes like I look overseas and I'm like, "Oh, I really want to have that one." But yeah, so they have the morning set, and then the morning set is sometimes like if you go to, even today, if you go to the countryside of Japan, and if you visit one of those like kind of like old, and Tennessee Goat and Berry 23 months, yay, whoa whoa whoa, surprise live, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do like lots of those like surprise live stream, like vertical one, as much as possible. We did the Pokemon game the other day, but yeah, this time again Pokemon. I'm wearing Pikachu. And do you remember this guy? We did the IKEA trip about a year ago, and then I found this golden retriever. I'm more like a Labrador retriever person, but like golden retriever for like maybe, I don't know how much, 800 yen, something like that. So it's probably like similar price as McDonald's set, but yeah, he's here. Um, but so you order a cup of coffee in the morning for like 300 yen, and it usually comes with a slice of toast and then a boiled egg, and that's like 300 yen. And then lots of salarymen go into those kisaten, and then they drink coffee, eat breakfast, and then maybe bring in like newspaper. I'm talking about Showa era, and they just read. I don't know if they smoke in the morning. I have no idea, but they had a really bad habit back then because they were able to smoke anywhere basically at that time. They can smoke in the restaurant, they can smoke in cafe, they can smoke in on the airplane even, and Shinkansen. So, and Shinkansen, even when I was little, I remember, no, it's not Shinkansen because I never been on a Shinkansen when I was little. Some sort of train, I think. Like a rapid train, long distance train or something. And they have like a special car that's just for a people who smoke. And so sometimes like if you need to go to the bathroom, you have to go pass through that train. And like once you like as soon as you open the sliding door, like the smell, and then you can kind of see the fog. It's so unhealthy. But anyway, so before we start, I thought this packaging is pretty neat. You know, it comes with a paper bag, and then they put all that stuff in it. And then I got oh, I shouldn't put this on my MacBook. Poor choice. I was like looking at how they were preparing it, and I bought a iced cafe latte, and then they put it in this little bag. I used to work at McDonald's. My first part-time job was at McDonald's, and a lot of things has changed. And since then, we used to have paper bag, not plastic bag, I think. And usually we had this like a paper thing like that you can like fold it up, and it's got the hole in it, and so you can put the drink. It's like a cup holder. And so when we make like a bag like this, we open it up the paper bag, and then you put the burgers on one side, and then you fold it up the paper thingy, cup holder thingy, and then put it at the bottom, and then you put the cup directly. But the guy who was preparing for this had this set up on the counter, and then when I was looking, he just grabbed this paper, like, okay, so do I have to carry like this? Excuse me. And but then he put this in the bag. I was like, that's unstable. And then he did something really clever, that he pulled this little baggie through the loop, and then he puts through the big one here, so it gets tied up without actually tying a knot. And then you can just grab these two, and then the drink never falls. Thank you guys. Yeah, this is actually really clever. It's just by ourselves when we have to, I don't know where we go, but when you order something. But worked at McDonald's in the US or Japan. Me, Japan. I never gotten a working visa. Maybe I could have, duty, and maybe during summer school or something like that. I heard from my oh, reconnecting. What? Oh, okay, cool. I think we're back. But I was gonna say, um, what was I gonna say? Um, they had this program called Work and Learn, and we can work on campus. You can do, what is it called? Like RA? Was it RA? Like as the manager of the dorm, or it can be you can serve at the not restaurant, cafeteria, or you can what else can we do? Or if you are I don't know about other apartment. I was in the theater. All right, yeah. A resident advisor. I thought that's all right, but I didn't know what was it stand for. And you can work. So my major was theater, so I could. I was doing like lighting design and everything like that. So I used to work as the lighting crew, and so you could just like hang lights and I was just like following this one professor, and I just like visit his office like, hey, anything to do? And then you can earn the hours, and then you can get money, so that you get the discount from your tuition kind of thing. And I used to do double work and learn. So like usually the minimum amount that you have to do per semester was 120 hours, and then you get $12,000 discount. But I was doing double that, so I was doing 240 hours and $2,400. So that's pretty big, right? So I used to do that, and yeah, so I didn't really have any time to work outside of campus. And if I had stayed for summer or winter, which I didn't, I went back home. I could do like I could work at the restaurant for up to like 28 hours or something like that. So anyway, cheers. Oh, how are you feeling? Thank you for asking. Um, Alport syndrome. I have no idea what is it. A rare kidney disease. That's also tough. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I think I mentioned a little bit. Last time while we were playing the Pokepia, the Pokemon game. Let me see if I can translated it. So I'm on a new new medicine for the past month or so. Able. Oh my god, that's a really long name. What? Really? Okay, I'll see if I can pronounce it. Immuno. It makes sense. Immunosuppressive. Okay, immunosuppressive drug, or immunosuppressant. That makes sense. So I'm on the second one. That does make sense to you guys. So the doctor prescribed the most common kind, and that didn't really work. I had a side effect, and I think I shared that with you guys. And then I'm on the different one, and that actually I have to take one anyway, so I'll show you. Oops. Let's do medicine time before eating. It's supposed to be after eating. So I had to take this in the morning and at night. It's 50 milligram, super big, and it's actually inside is also super big. So this is the new suppressant, and this I have to take twice a day. Oh, James! Hi, go Team Berry. And then in the morning, I have to take steroid. I'm taking 9 milligram right now, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not really organized. And then this is 5 milligrams, so I'll take just 1. And then when you are taking a steroids, that will kind of like weaken your bones. So I need vitamin D. And then this is mestinon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Mestinon. 60 milligram. This is like a popular medicine for MG. So mestinon I should be taking after lunch, but I'm just being lazy. And James, 19 months, yay! And I'm just taking all at once after breakfast usually. At night I take this. This is just to protect your stomach from all the steroids, but not right now. So yeah, so since I changed it to this immunosuppressant, my left eye gotten much better. So you can't really tell the size difference right now, right? So it used to be, well, in the morning usually it's fine, but towards the evening my eyelid started to sag, and then you could clearly see my eye, something is wrong with my eye. So like it looks like this, right? And it's really, how can I say, it doesn't hurt, but it feels weird because you can't keep your eye open. It doesn't happen nothing happens with my right eye, but yeah. So, but like, it's just, I know, like, it's just the eye. It's nothing. Well, and I get double vision too, but like, it's not like I can't work or it doesn't hurt, right? But still, it doesn't look good. So especially if you want to be on camera like this, like little things, and it's plus the all the steroids I'm taking. I'm on I would say pretty severe diet the past 3 months. I'm eating McDonald's today, but like only time that I eat, I would say properly, is when I'm hanging out with my friends or when I can't avoid it otherwise. But usually I just eat salad, lots of salad. I fill up my stomach with vegetables, and then I make myself vegetable soup. Yeah, and I don't even eat bread or rice, like try to avoid any carbs as much as possible. I eat chicken breasts, right? So things like that. Anyway, Pokemon burger. So cute. So it's just a wrapper. It's just a wrapper, unfortunately. But actually, I would say they did a pretty good job, because like last time when they did the Happy Meal, there are so much food waste. So this is muffin, because English muffin, because it's a breakfast menu. And I don't know if you guys have breakfast menu in your country, but it's sausage muffin with lettuce, cheese, and tartar. Is it tartar? I think like there's like only one time I used that word, and then like it was one of the video shoot with Norman, and it was like, oh, burger fun, thank you so much, Wayne, for the super chat. I'll heart it. There you go. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's not tartar, and he taught me how to pronounce it, and I was like, yeah, I never said that word in my life. In Japanese, we say taru 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 sauce. English, please. But it's tartar. Tartar or tartar? Tartar. It's TAR. Don't think we have McDonald's breakfast. Ah, sounds really like that. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it's just like Japanese style, and then they have also the Pikachu one only comes in this muffin style, but they say they have something called McGriddle. It's like katakana word, so I don't know the English pronunciation. US has a breakfast menu. Is it the same? Itadakimasu. Yes, we should be like very proper. This is proper. Itadakimasu. That they have like a pancake style. So like it's like a pancake McGriddles are nice. Oh, okay. So yeah, syrup in the bread. Yeah. So it's sweet. It's like a pancake almost sandwich. High in calories though. But this only comes in English muffin. Itadakimasu. Mm. It's really good though. I think it's a teriyaki sauce. I might be wrong. Yeah, there are many different kinds though. This is a special one because they're doing the Pokemon one right now. So in the morning you can get Pikachu. During daytime, I think you can get the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and then is it good? It's good. It's good. I like sausage muffin. It's a very simple one, only sausage patty and then cheese, I think, with the muffin. But yeah, this is pretty good. I like the sauce. We're here. So there are Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and then Charmander. So Charmander is like a spicy chicken, and then Squirtle is the shrimp burger, and then Bulbasaur is like a regular like teriyaki burger. And then at nighttime they have like a double like a double teriyaki burger, and I think it was the what's the last version of Charmander. I don't know, the big dragon guy. But yeah, there are so many different kinds, even just for a breakfast menu. They used to have American breakfast plate, So nothing sandwich. And I always wanted to try that, but it's gone. They don't have any more. Yeah, that was my concern too. Um, Last time they did the Happy Meal with Pokemon, the 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 best prize that you can get was the Pikachu card and the trading card. And then they also had like some other stuff as well. But then there are so many people lined up um, ordering like 10, 20, 30 burgers, Happy Meals. And then they just take out the toys and then they throw away all the food. And I think they started on like a regular weekday. And of course, the Happy Meal is supposed to be for kids, right? But the time the kids are home from school, all the Happy Meals, well, I mean, like Happy Meals still exist, but like they're not sold out. But like the toys are all sold out. And so the kids who actually want to enjoy those toys, they can never get hands on them. And that similar thing happened with the One Piece, I think, and then also Kirby. Like even the Kirby time, I'm not really big fan of Kirby. I kind of want to play Kirby game though. I'm kind of looking because Kirby is pretty cute. But the Kirby, I didn't know back then that the Kirby was that popular still. Because like Kirby was when I was, really little. All the boys were playing. And then I was in Ehime at that time. And so either A, Norm gave me a heads up and like, oh, the Kirby's coming out, or B, I can't remember, or B, I knew that he likes Kirby, so I was like, oh, probably he can't get it at the in Tokyo, but I should be able to get in Ehime because Ehime is the countryside. So I decided to make phone calls to few McDonald's in Ehime, and then same thing happened. Everything was sold out. I was like, whoa. But anyway, so this time, I was like a little bit concerned, like how crowded it's gonna be because, um, one, it's Pokemon, right? And two, even if they started during the like a random weekday, yeah, Pikachu is my favorite too. Um, it's summer vacation now, so if they want, all the kids can come, right? But they, it's not like you can get some prize like the toy. It's just the wrapper. So there are absolutely no one when I went and picked it up. So and then if you're a Pokemon fan, usually you want to go for Pikachu, right? And McDonald actually thought this through. That Pikachu wrapper is only available during morning time, so until 10:30, and especially Tokyo people, they don't go out until like 11 or something. And weekdays, yeah, of course they have work and stuff like that, so they don't really go eat McDonald's in the morning just to see the wrapper. But I'm pretty sure like tomorrow is Saturday, right? So Saturday and Sunday, it'll be filled up with kids and families, of course. But they should be enjoying this, right? Instead of like crazy old otakus whose purpose is to get hands on those like Pikachu items, Pokemon items, and to make money out of it. You know. Have you been to the Pokemon park that opened recently? No, I've been curious about it, but one, it's very far. Two, it's super expensive, and then three, I know it's gonna be super duper crowded. So one, I don't want to go by myself. Two, if I'm going with somebody, I gonna have to convince the other party to say, hey, it's gonna be a long day and it's gonna be hot and it's gonna be expensive, but do you want to come along? Right? The other thing is though, I think I talked to Norm about this. Because I wanted to see if he's interested. And he made a good point that they have all the new stuff. So I only know the basic. Like, I'm the Pokemon generation. When I was like 5, the Pokemon started, right? So I remember the very first episode. I'm not like anime person or anything, but um like I remember the first episode. And so if they have all stuff like the first like 151 characters, if that's the main thing, I may go, but otherwise I don't even know the names, right? So yeah, my absolutely favorite generation Pokemon is the very first one, first generation. So good. So I forgot I had hash browns. In Japanese we said hashed potato. So in the morning, they only, well, they actually had salad, hash browns, maybe corn, like sweet corn with edamame beans. Maybe that's just for a happy meal. And then nuggets as a side, but they don't have French fries in the morning from 5 a.m. to 10:30, I think. Um, but if you go to McDonald's around 10:30, a little bit before that, and yakimo is sweet potatoes, not potato. Um, you can do a mixture of the breakfast and the regular menu. So what I used to do, because I prefer French fries over hash browns, and so and then it's not like I go McDonald's all the time. So when I go to McDonald's breakfast menu, I usually aim for like 10, 20, 10, 25. And then I order the like sandwiches that are just only available for breakfast. And then I add French fries instead of hash browns. So that was my little life hack, I think. McDonald hack. I don't know if it works today, but I used to do that when I was in like high school. Yeah, but if it's crowded, it's of course first come first serve. So like if you aim for like somewhere between 10 to 10:30, you can see that they start preparing um, French fries. Plans for the afternoon. Well, today's Friday, so I have work. But it's 10:20 right now. The reason why I'm eating at home and not at McDonald's, well, mainly two things. One, I was still kind of cautious about how crowded it will be because it's Pokemon. You can never kind of guess how popular it gets. And two, usually lately those yeah, it is Friday. Yeah, it is Friday. They usually have like a loud music. I think to prevent people from live streaming. I mean, is that the tale, the story, only in Japan? I like this concept. I usually keep this in mind while I'm running my business, or like when I have like personal trouble with people. The concept is, hold on. The other reason I'm home is that I'm waiting for my grocery to arrive. Okay, yeah, it's the same. So I like this concept, like I like this story. The North Wind and the Sun. I think this is a very common one that everybody knows. But that's why I dropped it. So there's a man in the coat. And there is a north wind and the sun kind of like competing. Who can take out the man's jacket? And the north wind trying to like blow away his coat. But the harder he tried to like blow it, the more the man tried to cover himself because he's cold. And then the sun comes in and then he tried to brings up the temperature. And so the man gets hot and he's willingly take off his jacket. So what this story tells us is that when you want somebody else to do something, for example, in your favor or some other reasons, like you shouldn't try to make them do so, but you have to kind of like go around to make them want to do so. So I think the music thing is exactly that. So some cafe has this sign that like no streaming or whatever. And because like if you put the sign, people probably don't follow it. But if you play a loud music, loud copyrighted music, then we have no choice. We have no choice but not to stream there. So yeah, you have to make seem like it was their idea. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you tell them not to do something or they have to do something, and then you be the bad guy. But if they want to do something voluntarily, everybody's happy. So I try to, when I have some trouble in my business, and I was like, okay, I want my clients to do something or not to do something, or my staff to do something or not to do something. What will be the way so that they want to do, except instead of me telling them what to do or what not to do. What kind of burger? It's a English muffin sandwich with teriyaki sauce, sausage, topped with cheese, lettuce, and tartar sauce. Tartar. Anyway, I couldn't. It's really hard to ask for pronunciation, right? Tartar sauce or tartar sauce. Almost done. Hey Jim, thank you so much for the super chat. Just a super chat for your coffee before work. Thank you, thank you. I had a latte today, iced latte. Today it's not that hot. It's gonna be thunderstorm this afternoon. How would I make you want to give me your burger? It's we need some sort of like a teleportation kind of machine. And like I think I saw this like ridiculous like a prediction. Like you always have a prediction, right? So when like for example Back to the Future came out, they had a prediction like how the world in 2000 what like 20 looked like, and hoverboard and then things like that. And I think one of the ridiculous things that some like Japanese TV program, something that kind of predicted that would happen in the future, is that when they have a commercial on TV, because like they at the time they didn't even think the TV would die down, and then like people would be on the internet, right? So there is no such concept like social media then back then, but so everything was like kind of created around TV. And so like when they have commercials or when they introduce like for example like, new food or trendy food or something, and they bring it out on to the studio, and usually those people on the TV like eat and they say something like, oh, this is good, this is spicy, blah blah blah. But then instantly that you have like a kind of like a receiver at home, like every household has one receiver, and then like sample kind of like get transported like and you can like have a taste or something like that. So yeah, if you have something like that, we could. Yay, made it in time, yay. I'm going to McDonald's now. What about Pikachu? There is a Japanese guy. I don't think he ever shows his face, but he's, I think, mostly on TikTok. I've only seen him in TikTok. Maybe he just, put all the same contents on other places as well. But he always talk about, like, introduce new food, like some convenience store food or like McDonald's or anything. And usually I think he does more like something that you can um like take away. Nothing, I don't think he does the review at the restaurant or something. But oh, and John, thank you so much for the super chat. A little Mac help for your Mac breakfast. Thank you, thank you. I think I forgot to heart the James. Yeah, there you go. But so he became famous because you can only see his hands holding those items, but everything he holds looks super small. So you saw how big the burger was, right? So like around this size. So if I hold it, I can like hold. But like when he holds it, it looks like maybe this size. Oh, Tennessee, thank you so much for gifting away membership. And welcome. Is your name George? Am I saying it right? And so his hands are super big. And but he doesn't look he's like obese, like the hands wise. And but you never know, right? It's just hands. So there was like a rumor. Well, people don't really pay attention to what he's saying or like if the food looked good or anything. He's actually doing a review though. It's like, oh, this tastes like this, or he does the ranking. So for example, for the Pikachu, he did it in Pikachu. I think he was too lazy to go for the breakfast time. He bought the regular Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle burgers, and then he did the review. And but no one is watching the item nor like listening to his review. All the comments is like, did all the food at McDonald's got shrunk, or like how big are those hands, like people are all talking about it. And there are actually other YouTuber or TikToker who have met this guy and then revealed the secret and said that he's not fat, he is super tall. So his hands are actually super big. So anything that he holds looks super tiny, like a miniature. So yeah, it is. He's like, I'm not interested in watching any like food related reviews. But like his videos, I just like pause and see like, oh, looks small. And so like it looks like you could like, yeah, if this is this small and you can eat 3 burgers, no problem. But actually it's that big. Like if this is small size, but like I think if he holds it, it looks like in a half the size. What was the word? Like shrinkflation? Like it's happening. It is for sure. But like everyone's like, it's shrinkflation is this much. Shrinkflation, right? Yeah, shrinkflation. Yeah, sippy cup size, yeah. Exactly. So I always enjoy his. But yeah, so my groceries should arrive. Like I usually do internet, like online supermarket thingy. In the 80s, the food here is bigger in the fast food. Yeah, I think everywhere. Like I would say the 80s and maybe a little bit in the 90s were the best in the human history. Like in any way. Like we've kind of we've developed our like how can I say, like healthy lifestyle, so not like severe um like life-threatening disease weren't that popular, and so we had access to proper medicine, uh and then we all had like fine jobs, but we still have how can I say, the good balance in technology. We have cards, um, but uh, but the technology wasn't too advanced like today. That we still enjoy the company of friends and families in person and neighbors, and the climate was much better, and so we didn't actually need like AC or anything like that. um but we still have access to it. So if it's like sometimes it gets too hot and too cold in like few days in one season, we can still turn it off, turn it on. And yeah, and then like all the, like even for the entertainment industry, all the good music were from around that time. And what else, like all the all the movies and the music, those are huge back then. um what else? And like economy was booming, right? So we had dream, like we could see, as a even as a kid. I was born in 1992, but the kids who were born like maybe in the 80s or something, that they can clearly imagine that, okay, my life is gonna be much better than my parents, right? So like it's exciting to get older. Like, oh, if I'm once I grow up, I'll go here and I'll do this and I'll you know I will like like I'll have family, like I like blah 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 blah. You have all the like all that things that you can plan in your head, and it'll be exciting because like you see, even in like day-to-day life, you started, maybe your family started from like a little apartment, but then your parents buy a house and you can move into the bigger house, and so you've been like witnessing all those things. So you're like, oh, I want to do the same. But like nowadays it's downhill, right? All the technology kind of hit the best that could get. um and then everything is too expensive, and every year the climate is getting worse. And so like things that your parents were able to do with like not special jobs, like high payment job, but like normal jobs, that as long as you work 5 days a week, you do the minimum task, and then you can take home a certain amount of money, enough money to feed your family, and maybe like put some aside for a trip or have fun, right? But like buying a house, especially in Tokyo, is just impossible. Like like apartment. I'm talking about apartments, not like house. Like you cannot afford. No one can afford a house in Tokyo because you have to start with the land, right? And even if you want to buy a house in suburb, it's so expensive. And so like shrinkflation again, the size of the houses are getting smaller and smaller. But so what you want right now is a land, especially in Japan. Like Japan, we have limited amount of flat lands. So if you had owned a land before this, how can I say, like real estate crisis, um you are able to sell it with a really good deal. You can make a fortune out of it. Or like in Tokyo, there are always the like huge construction to make station bigger, or sometimes they make a new station, or they want to build like a really tall, like a mansion apartment and luxury apartment. And then they have the law that if you own the land and like if you are living there, and they basically you can negotiate with the government how much you want to move out of that place. So it doesn't matter if you have a really brand new house, or you have like 100-year-old house, as long as you're legally owning the property, and you can get like, I don't know, like so much money. So yeah, like land is one thing. Like if you want to invest something, like you should invest in land. I don't have that much money. I want to invest in land, but I can't. Just too expensive. Now it's too late. What was I gonna look up? I can't remember. Oh, um, mm, I think they just like talked. They were just talking about it. Makes sense. Makes sense. How much is this in English? Okay, it's about $200 million. So about like, yeah, the most expensive house in Tokyo. We call those tower mansion because usually it's like, I can't. Like it's like a penthouse, I think. Penthouse of the. Okay, so this is like 70 floors. So if you want to live on like somewhere top of this apartment, and because it looks like a tower. Oh, I've seen that building before. I've been there, so it's like I knew that it was a rich area. I've done live stream there. Ah, okay, these. So that's, yeah, $200 million to buy that Mori Tower. So Mori Tower is just a the developer. So they own many properties. So you see those apartments, you see those, I don't know where this what company is owning this, but you see like some shopping mall or just property, whatever. But yeah, whoa. So that's to buy, right? And then it's a penthouse, so you know, of course it's expensive. But here's the problem. So if buying a house is that expensive, then of course renting an apartment will be also expensive as well. So let's say Tokyo. Maybe for I think there's like a news somewhere. Yeah, maybe. If you want like a family size apartment to rent, this is like an average. So the last one was the highest price, right? The average is, hold on, change it to dollar. 2,000, about $2,000 per month as a rent. So it's a family size. So like, so small. I was gonna say like over 100 square meters. No, 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 no. It's Tokyo. 75? That's just so ridiculous. That's so small. Okay, let's be more reasonable. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, reasonable size. So over 100 square meter. Then if you want to live in central Tokyo, then it's over 1 million yen per month. So it's about $6,000 per month. Yeah, I think it's similar in the US as well. But I heard that in New York, the mayor, I think it's mayor, or governor, I can't remember. He started some like campaign, and it's actually started to work, and the rent is going down, like lower, and Mandani, is that the name? Mayor. Okay. That was a mayor. Yeah. So he's young. Oh, I knew that he was young, but like I didn't think that he's this young. But yeah, a lot of people thought that like it's just campaign. You say things and it never happens. It happens, right, for the election. But he actually started doing something that's effective. And I think one of the things that he did, and I thought like that was smart, is that he started to charge more for those vacation homes in taxes, and so they can collect more taxes from rich people who owns multiple houses and yet not really using it. So the second house is the I thought that was the key. If you say, because like you also have to get votes as well to be elected, and so you can't just say like, oh, I will start charge a lot of taxes from those people who are rich, because like the rich people are not, of course some people are born rich, but like I would say majority of people, maybe it's not you who worked hard, but like your great grandparents worked hard. So somebody worked hard. Nobody born with a silver spoon in their mouth, you know. So somewhere in your in your ancestors worked really hard. That's why they have money. And so if you say like, okay, so you worked hard and you reached to this point, so I'll take all the money away from you. And that's, I don't think that's fair either. So like if they are just living there, it's gonna be the same. But if you are owning the second or third or fourth or fifth, I don't know how many, but houses, and you are not living there, if it's like a vacation house, and either A, I think they had a choice. Either A, they are going to rent it out to people who don't have homes, or you pay higher taxes on that. So, yeah. It's not cool to tax the crap out of anyone. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. I think in that sense, Japan, we don't have I think the tax rate is very mild, I would say. It caps out really at a really low level. So you can easily hit the max amount of tax that you have to pay to the government, like as like a corporation or something. And after that, you can just keep all that money that you earned, which is good, but it's because of that, maybe it's a little slow, because you can't get that you can collect that much money and then use it for the, I don't want to say poor, but like you use it to the people who are struggling. So yeah, the balance is very difficult. But yeah. Yeah, we get taxing a lot in the USA. I don't know, like I never really did the direct comparison, especially in the US, depending on the state, everything is like super different. Um in Japan, we do have like regulations in each prefecture, but like when it comes to taxes and whatnot, those are all same, pretty much the same, um nationwide. So it's easy to kind of like see how much you have to pay. But like if you are comparing just taxes, maybe Japan's tax rate is much lower than the US, but I'm not sure about like other stuff that the government is not saying those are taxes, but they act like taxes. So you actually have to pay. So the two big thing is the pension and the health insurance. So I still think like I don't want to go into like too political because like always there's like both sides, right? But I would say the Japanese health insurance system is still good. Yeah, taxes versus fees, right? Um, so the system is it's kind of like falling apart because we have more elderlies who are not paying for the insurance, but they are using the insurance, and we have less younger people who are giving away those insurance fees like premium to the government, and so the medical bills are inflating at the moment, and so the government can't support people who need the mm, medical treatment. But the basic structure is that the same as taxes, that they take more from the people who earn more, And if you have like next to no income, you don't have to pay for the health insurance or pension. Pension is something that it's kind of like you are keeping the money aside for the retirement kind of thing. Again, this also, there's no guarantee that you can get those money back. And if you, let's say, if you pass away before you reach 65, that means you are not getting the money back anyway. It's not like, family has the right to claim those pension that you paid or anything like that. So still it's kind of like government takes away, and if you live longer, like 80, 90, 100 years old, and if you can collect those money back, and then you're great, but like that's kind of a gamble. Nobody knows when you pass away. uh, but for the health insurance, even if you don't go to a clinic, you have to pay the premium depending on how much you make. And however, the system is that everyone can get the health insurance card. So even if you are not working, and especially if you have no job and if you are getting the government support, like monthly payment from the government to live, then you can actually get all the um, medical treatment for free, even if you have to go through like a surgery or something. I'm pretty sure it includes dental. So of course you cannot do something that doesn't covered by insurance, which means that like a beauty surgery or something. Hi, thank you for the super chat. The real Tom Hain. Sorry. Hello. But yeah, so like if you have a cavity or something, and you know, that's a health problem. So you can get it treated for free if you are on government support. Uh if you're like receiving subsidy money or something. Um but usually if you have some sort of job, then 70% of any medical treatment will be covered by the government, or the money that everyone pays. So you only need to pay 30%. And then if you have if you are older than 75, and it's only 10%. And then if you have some like severe health conditions, and if you go through like a government procedure, and if you have some certificate or whatever, then of course the percentage also like shrinks down to like 20% or 10%. Or depending on your income, it caps out at some level. Like every month you only need to pay this amount. So when you suddenly have to go through a big surgery, and also like for the expensive treatment, remember when I was hospitalized, I had to do basically like a blood cleaning thing. And if you want to do that, and I did it 3 times, and to run the whole machine, the doctor said something about the price, because like I was worried, because like the doctor never says the how much it's gonna cost. And when you are hospitalized, you don't know how much it's costing every day. And so that was my first time being in a hospital, and it was like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, somewhere around like a month. And so I was like, okay, it's gonna be a huge bill. I do have a private um, insurance, health insurance as well, for just in case. And so I know I can get some of the money back from that company. But at the same time, I was like, well, still, I don't know how much it's gonna cost. And then at the end, the doctor recommended to do the blood cleaning thing. And I was like, that sounds really expensive. And so I asked them, but like doctors never gives you a straight answer when it comes to things like that. And they said like, yeah, to run the machine once, it cost the hospital. I'm not asking like how much it cost the hospital, but like around like 1 million yen or something. So how much is 1 million yen? I would say like $80,000 in the current exchange rate, I guess. So yeah, it's like no, not 80, 8,000, $8,000. Hachijuma. Yeah, $8,000. But still, it's like super, 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 it's like big bill. And then they're like, but you know that everyone has the like a limit to how much they have to pay, no matter what kind of medical treatment you get. It's like, I don't know. And I won't share like how much I have to pay, because then if you are smart enough and understand Japanese, and if you do the research and then you can like do the math to see how much I get as a salary. I mean, nothing to hide, but like it's nothing to share on public either. And but so depending on your income, the government has already decided for everyone how much they have to pay maximum, and anything above that, first you have to pay, but then you can claim those money back. So if you don't claim that, and of course the government won't pay you back, but um, you can get the money back once you go through the procedure. And but that's so. I think that even the maximum amount, it's not that much. Like I don't know, like maybe $1,000, $2,000, or something like that. But that's the max for a month. So like let's say I did the blood cleaning for 3 times. So to make it easy, let's say like each run cost me like $10,000. That's like $30,000. But then if the medical bill caps out of like maybe like $1,000 per month, and I only need to pay $1,000, and the rest will be covered by the government. And it's not like something that I'm special, or like I have to claim anywhere. I mean, like I have to file the documents and everything to prove that to the government later to get the money back. But still, like that's everyone's right. So if you are a Japanese citizen, and then this is your basic right. So I would say that's pretty darn good. So that is the cost of 3 chief key car. The K car. Let's talk about something more like easy. We don't have to talk about medical all the time. It's a lot of math. So I haven't asked him, but I think it's fine to share. So I have 2 brothers, but one of my brother's car got crashed. I won't say the detail because I haven't asked him like if it's okay for me to like share in the public, but it's a common knowledge by now within my family at least. And so he did have like insurance and everything like that, but the way that accident happened, it's just not gonna be covered by insurance. Let's just say that. And the damage, it's so bad, and because everything is the cost for everything is rising, to fix that car, and then that car is pretty old, he got it as used, and he goes fishing almost every weekend, and he drives really far. And so it's been driven for a long, 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 long distance, and then probably I think it's like 10 plus years old. So he had no intention to keep the car for no more than 2 years, I think 2, 3 years. And his plan was to pay off all the loan by then. And then he would decide to just sell the car, maybe like to scrap it, and then buy a new car, or he just drive until the car is absolutely dead, depending on his, you know, saving at that time. But then suddenly it got crushed. So basically, he got the estimate, but they cannot tell you the absolute estimate how much it's gonna cost unless they kind of take some things apart and then see how much they need to fix. And the alignment is off. So basically, he got into the, I won't say who's driving. So, um, who was driving? It's not me. It's not me. He lives in Fare. So it fell into a gutter. So that's how it got torn. It is torn. It's got a hole in the door. So something that got penetrated through the door. So anyway, it's really bad. So the estimate, rough estimate, is maybe 8,000 to, yeah, I would say $8,000 to fix that 10 plus years old car. It's not the blue car. The blue car is long. Yay, my groceries here. So give me 1 second. Yo. Hi. The grocery is taking a really long time. Just to come up in the elevator. Maybe somebody else was in the elevator. Your groceries, yeah. I'll order some groceries. I usually do online groceries shopping, grocery shopping. Depending on the item, sometimes the like going to the actual supermarket is cheaper. But like if you want to buy a box of like water bottles, it's heavy, right? Or like frozen food. Oh, there we go. right, there you go. So anyway, I'll take my medicine too. I should have been taking with coffee. It's not like you can't take medicine with anything other than tea or water. There are some medicine that you cannot drink, you cannot take with certain drink. So for example, I showed you the big one, right? Already forgot the name. Suppressant. You cannot eat or drink grapefruit. So yeah. Anyway, so groceries here. My plan was to do the live stream until grocery comes. So I will wrap up soon. But the car story. So anyway, I'll just do the car story and then we'll finish. So the car is now wrecked, and in order to fix that, it'll take about $8,000. And so my brother was kind of like tormenting between to fix it or did I get everything? Yes, I got everything. He ordered he was going to fix it with $8,000, or which he doesn't really have that he can paint, but or he is going to get a new used car. He cannot afford a new brand new car, so he was thinking of used car, but the used car is very expensive, and the reason why my blue car is long gone is that right after COVID, I think, my 5-year mark came. So in Japan, there are many ways to buy a car, and mine was a brand new car, and you can get like a 3-year loan or a 5-year loan or whatever. And when you get the deal with the car dealership, you don't have to get a loan for the entire amount, the entire amount of the price of the car. You can leave some of it out for for after 5 years, and then you can pay the first 5 years. So like my car was like 2.5 million and yen. I'll just do yen. So I think I left. Well, this is not something I can decide, but they left maybe $5,000 or something. So I had to pay for the $20,000, and I have to divide that into 5 years, and I pay monthly. And then when the 5-year mark comes, and they'll ask me, like, do you want to keep paying the rest of the loan, or do you want to? You don't have to divide it into small, small amounts. You can just pay all at once. If you have like $5,000, you can just pay up front to save a little bit of money, because if you want to spread it into like 2 years, 3 years, and you have to pay interest. And or you can sell the car and then get a new car. It's up to you. And at that time, because of the COVID, all the supplies, like we are short of supplies, and so the value went up. That never happens. Usually, like house or car, the most valuable time is the time that you bought, and then it's downhill from there. And so every day, every month, every year, the value goes down. And so when I did the estimate about the year before that, was that I would get enough money to pay the rest of the loan, so like $5,000. So the estimate was probably in the next year the value will go down to $5,000. I'm like, well, as long as I can pay the debt, right? And depreciation value, interesting. I learned something new. I just didn't know the word. Um, and then, but because of the COVID, something unordinary happened. And then they, the price, the value went up about double. And so I think I got like $10,000 or maybe more. And so I actually I made profit out of my old car, the blue car. And that's how I got the new car. But if you are selling a car right now, it's great, same as house. If you're selling a house now, it's a great timing. But if you're buying, it's the worst timing. So even even a used car, like the price was super high. And then the K car used to be cheaper option because K car is compact car. Uh, it's small, and so it's supposed to be cheaper option. But then Japanese roads are really narrow, and gasoline has been very pricey, and so people want to get a tiny car. So tinier cars are much more expensive than regular sized car now. And so K car, like my brother was actually looking into K car because I thought that he didn't want to get a K car because he uses his car for fishing. And so like he has like a really long fishing rods and things like that. And but he was looking into K car as well because he just don't want to spend that much money on just one um, you know, car, you know. And then he looked into many different K cars, but K cars are much more expensive because it's popular now. So it's a supply and demand, right? So we kind of came to a conclusion that the fixing like a 12 years old car is like, with like $8,000 is not an option. It's just a waste of money, like money down the drain. Anyway, the car may have only survived the next year or two, right? So, and then now with an accident, there's a possibility that it's got the shorter time left. So that that option is out of window. So now he's got to find a good condition but cheap car, and that's just so difficult. So good luck, my brother. But anyway, so yeah, everything is expensive. I'm not thinking of like owning a car. Like buying is not too for me. Buying is not really is not challenging because you could get a loan, right? So which means you don't have to pay a lot of money up front. You just need to pay monthly fee. And so it's not that bad. And if I were to get a car, I absolutely get a brand new car because that's an investment. So, and I don't drive that far. My brother drives too far, so he even if he gets the brand new car, he can't get a loan from the car dealership because car dealership would give you the limit how far you can drive every year because they want to resell it in the best condition as possible. Makes sense. But I don't recommend getting the loan from the car dealership anyway. Usually they have a little bit higher interest than bank, so as long as he can get the loan from the bank, it's not a problem, and he won't have the limit. Oh, Toyota Corolla, yeah. I think I the first car was Honda, but second car was Toyota. I actually like the new type of Prius. I don't like Prius because everyone drives it, and it kind of has the image of like old man's car. It's just like grandpa drives, and then they always when you hear the terrible accident in Japan, it's always Prius driven by a like 90-year-old man. So I was like, it doesn't have any good image, but like a new one, it's got the bigger wheels, like a chunky ones, and I really like big car. So I was like, oh, that's so great. Like I think it was like 5 million yen or something. But I was gonna get Camry. Camry. I like sedan, so I wanted to get a grandpa car. Yeah, it's a grandpa car in Japan. So I wanted to get either Prius, the like a really expensive one, or Camry. I don't like Crown. Is it Crown? Clown? No, not Clown. 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 Crown. But if I go for Crown, then I would go for Lexus. Yeah, but that's like 2 3 years ago. Now, yeah, Camry is nice. Now, if I were to get a car, I would go for Tesla, I think. Because now I live in Tokyo, and I live in Tokyo, and then I can afford a car. And if I want to drive, then there are lots of charging spots, and they have the Tesla like dealership as well. So even if that breaks down, I can drive it there. If when I was in Ehime, less charging stations, and then there's no car dealership that can handle a Tesla. So if something happened, I had to ship it to like Osaka or something, and that's not reasonable. And so I was like, but oh, you have Tesla? Nice. So I like sedans. So like I can go as low as like I can go with like entry model or something like Tesla 3 or something like that. But like yeah, I just like the shape and then like face and everything like that. And I'm not gonna be like one of those people like, "Oh, I care about environment. I have AC on," right? I can't really say that. And like there's always like the big question mark over like is electric car actually eco-friendly? To make electricity is in Japan we use fossil fuel, like we burn, and then or we use the nuclear power plant. So like is it mm. And then we have battery problem too, right? So like when you throw out batteries, like yeah, disposal problem as well. So like there are so many questions when it comes to like environment friendly or not. So but it's more like it's fancy. Yeah, battery mining is rough. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess gasoline is getting higher and higher. So it's like really expensive. And now, like before, like I don't know if I'm like using this word in the right context, but like long range. So the electric car had the image that they won't drive that far, so you have to kind of like charge so many times, and then like when you're charging it you have to wait. If it's gasoline, then you just like plug it in, and then like maybe maximum in and out, and with payment, I don't know, 10 minutes max, right? But like range anxiety, yeah. So if it's like the electric car and you have to charge it for like I don't know, like how many hours, and if you have like a Tesla charging the a super charging station or something, like what it's called, I don't know, then maybe like 20 minutes, but still it's like longer than any gas station. But now, like if you have a house and if you have the charging at home, and then you don't have to worry. But like if you live in I'll stick to gasoline cars, I think that's fine too. But yeah, if you're living in an apartment, if you have to charge somewhere else, then if you have to do it like every day, it's like, but like if you're just, driving around town, and then probably you just need to charge once a week or like max, right? Then like anyway, you have to drive it to go shopping or something, and then the shopping malls usually have a charging spot. So yeah, while you're doing the shopping done, and Jeep is nice. But yeah, I don't think I like the like height. I've driven a truck before. It's a good feeling actually, a little bit that you can like look down on other people. But still like it's a little scary for me. Yeah, to like sit at the top of like a really high place and look down and then drive. Not like this drive, but like this, like a bus driver. Jeeps are fun too. Looks fun though. Insurance companies not so friendly. Oh, Tesla. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, and I think it's a little bit different for company and individual as well. I usually get car, anything, and car, house, yeah, property, anything. I try to get everything under name of the corporation, because that gives me more freedom to move things around. But yeah, anyway, that sums it up. Everything costs a lot. That sums it up. And but Pikachu burger was Pikachu sandwich. I don't think it's a burger sandwich. Is a reasonable price. I think it was like 790 yen, 790 yen. So it's like $6. So it came with the drink, medium. This is small. Drink, and then burger and the hash browns. So yeah. Anyway, so almost 11:30. I'm still full from the burger, so I might skip lunch, but I'm gonna get ready to go to work. And then yeah, I may. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I may do either the horizontal, like a regular live stream, or maybe premiere. If they are like, there are so many places that ban live streaming, but recording is okay. Interesting, right? So premiere is, if I want to visit like shops or a cafe or something like that, premiere is easier for me to film and then like release on Sunday night, rather than like I take you guys along. I like live stream as well, but like outside walking around, live stream is good. Oh, my puppy doesn't have a name. Adon, thank you so much for the super chat. Everyone, enjoy. I misread it. Enjoy the rest of the day. I thought you gave the message to everyone. So, yeah, I'm looking for a name. But yeah, no one has a name. I have like a few collection of plushies. I want to get the white pale Pikachu, but the pale Pikachu is like a legend by now. If the Ikebukuro Pokemon Center reopen ever again after the stabbing incident, I want to visit and see if they have stock. That's probably the only place if they have any. But custard, that's cute. Custard. But yeah, so thanks again for joining. I'll do these kind of like vertical live stream. Also, I'm dragging this. I'm looking for a new game. I want to do the game stream as well. I'm looking for a new game. What do you recommend? What do you recommend? You can share here, or you can put it in the comment section. I don't know what that is. Haze 2? Something. Tamagotchi. Like something. Yeah, Mario Kart World. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so tempting. I don't know. Gravity Rush. I don't know. So, like but like Norm's like type of game and my type of game is probably different. You see, like Pac-Man, I can't play Pac-Man for more than like 2 times. Because like I die really soon. So like I like my like first the reason why I wanted to buy Switch 2 was I wanted to play Pokepia. So the Pokepia is just, chilly, um not eaten by a monster. George? George? I had all my pets. My all of my pets that I had before and now, well, living with my parents, are all female. So I guess female name. Yeah, Pokepia is good. Yeah, Tetris is fun, but like, something to play with playing Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2. Something like we can kind of like chill and talk while playing the game kind of game. I really want to get on, like we talked about it, but like get on the Nintendo Online membership, but like I'm still like debating whether or not. Yeah, because like I want to do. I want to do. Hmm? What was I thinking? Where's my train of thought? I lost my train of thought. Anyway. Yeah, like either I'm looking for Kirby or the Mario Kart, or what was the other one? I was like, maybe. Tamagotchi maybe. Depending on what type. Yeah, Kirby Air Riders. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. The Switch 2 software is like super expensive. It's like one is like 8,000 yen. Like I think Pokepure is like 6 or 8,000 yen. So expensive. Anyway, bye guys. Bye bye.